FM 95.9.
Ntate Gavin,
Dumela Katlego.
how are you?
Ke teng wena o kae Katlego?
I'm Superman. We've got an email
Yes.
sent through to katlego@kfm.co.za. Don't forget, Mkai. Those property questions, you send them through, and we'll either deal with them on the show or I'll send them through to Ntate Gavin, and he'll hopefully get back to you with an answer that is favorable. It says, "Hi guys, great show. Thank you very, very much. I'm interested in the installment of sale since I can't get finance from the bank. My question is, should I later default on my repayments? What happens then?" Why are you already talking about defaulting? For me, if I was the person who's going to offer you the property, I'd be very nervous. We're
Yes.
already talking default.
That's true. That's true.
But what would happen?
That's a very good question, Katlego. The same thing will happen as if the bank has lended you the money. The owner will have to give you, say, a 30 days notice to say, please rectify your 9 payment.
Okay.
And then failing which, he will have to sell the property.
Understandably so.
Yes. So then you lose everything that you've paid.
Okay.
So your best recourse will be, when you know that you're facing trouble, sell that property. Because now that you bought, it's an installment of sale,
Yeah.
you do have the right to dispose of that property.
That's actually, I forgot to ask that question last week.
Yes.
With an installment of sale, when
Yes.
does the property become yours?
It's going to become yours on registration. However, you have the right to dispose it when the need
okay.
arise.
All right. No,
So
that-
let's
that's what I was-
say your installment of sale is 5 years or 10 years,
Yeah.
and in that period the property is appreciated.
Yeah.
Remember, whatever that appreciates is towards your advantage,
Okay.
because of you have agreed with Mr. X or Mr. Y about a certain price.
Yes.
Yes, so the appreciation is for you.
So if I then sell it and then
Yes.
settle the balance,
Yes,
we're all good.
we all good. The whole profit is yours.
All right.
That's better than waiting for the money.
Yeah,
Like
no.
Standard Bank.
Much better. Would you charge the money just out of curiosity?
I happen to know, Katlego, it's about too much.
Unfortunately.
Yes, if I didn't know, I'll charge the money. Now, because of I know, how long will it take? Just enough so that when they phone me or when they overdraw, I can pay it back.
That's a good plan. But anyway, we've had our seller series. We've kind of looked at what it is that I need to do as a seller, what I need to have in place. We're wrapping it up this week.
That's correct, sir.
You're saying that one of the things we need to remember is that we should give the bank a 90-day notice period if you're a
Yes,
seller.
yes, that is very important. Most sellers, obviously, this will apply to a seller who has a bond on his property. So, in order to save the penalty, we notify the bank that you're selling the property, or otherwise tell them that you now have received the offer.
Okay.
So, you give them a 90 days period. So, in that 90 days period, the property cannot register, and then you're going to serve yourself that penalty is equivalent to a 3 months bond repayment.
Oh, okay.
In other words, your bond repayment is 10,000.
Yeah.
So it will be equivalent to 30,000.
So it'll be
Rand.
30,000.
That's correct, sir.
Now, you're also saying that it's the seller's right to choose the transferring attorney.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes. It is, by law, it is the seller's prerogative. Okay, except in Devon. I don't know why. Only in KZN the buyer chooses. But anyway else.
There's not xenophobic attacks. They're different, those people.
My man.
I said it respectfully, actually. Let me
Yes,
take that back. I didn't
yes.
mean it in a bad way.
Poor king. All right. So anyway, except in KZN, everywhere else, the seller's got the right to choose the transferring attorney. Okay. And then you, the buyer, you have to pay the transferring attorney.
Okay.
That's how the law is designed.
All right. Yaboraru, you're saying that the sales agreement will automatically be cancelled if you fail to raise the money. So if the buyer fails to raise the money,
Yes.
or the home loan,
Yes.
and so forth.
Yes. At least this is an escape clause for the seller where we entered an agreement. You said you're gonna pay me. Are they gonna raise a bond, or you're gonna bring the cash?
Yeah.
Then after 3 months you haven't. Remember my intention is to sell.
Yeah.
You understand? Now when are you busy wasting time?
But why would the agreement have been entered into before,
Remember, most people, they don't have what we call the actual cash. They rely on the bank.
Okay.
Well, this is,
But
and
wouldn't you go get a
sometimes,
pre-approved bond?
sometimes you don't. Sometimes after you've just checked that your credit is good enough,
Yeah.
and you earning a certain amount, and we can calculate that the 30% of that amount will give you a bond.
Mm.
It's just good enough. Remember, currently the banks, they don't give you a pre-approval anymore. It's like unlike in the good old days where they
Okay.
used
No, I
to
haven't
give
bought
you.
property recently, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So no, they don't. They don't give you pre-approvals. Yes,
Understood. And lastly, this is a funny one.
it is.
And I understand why some people... You sell a property,
Yes,
and there's that 3-month window, that transfer window.
that's correct.
And you think, yeah, I'm free from this bond.
Yes,
And you stop paying the bond, now you're the seller.
yes.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Because until the transfer has gone through,
Yes.
the property is still yours.
It is still yours.
And you are still liable for the payment.
You still have that bond commitment, sir.
So there are people who actually decide to stop.
Yes,
No.
yes. Simply
Because what could happen is that you could find yourself in a place where you've got a very bad, or it affects your credit, obviously.
Yes.
And then
it affects your credit. And what happens, Katlego, if you were battling with this property,
Yeah.
and now what happens, my friend? You have not paid, and now the transfer can't happen because it's owing more than what you were owing at the time you were selling.
Sure.
Yes.
Hi. No, we'll see you next week.
Thank you for the show,
Starting a new
Katlego.
series next week now.
Yep.
What are we looking at? The from a buyer's point of view?
We'll be talking about the title deed.
Oh, title deed.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Unpacking it.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. It's 30 minutes past 8, KFM 95.9. What's happening in sports? Let's find out.
Thank you.